YouTube. Well, it's been a minute since I have been on here making a video, but I thought I would update you guys because I wanted to start making videos again. I'm not entirely sure when the last video I made was, and I don't remember exactly what I was talking about then. Gosh, I want to say it was like the better part of a year ago or something like that. But, so quick update. If you guys remember, I had stopped binging and purging for a while, but I went from binging and purging to doing this like restrict, fast sort of behavior where I was like fasting for several days, and then I would end up binging and then fasting again and binging, and it was this whole big thing. That was really a terrible idea. It ended up causing me to get a really infected gallbladder, and I had to have this emergency surgery. It was like 8 days in the hospital. I was also diagnosed with ulcerative colitis at the time, which I'm actually having a really bad colitis flare-up right now, which has been incredibly disruptive, and my eating disorder loves that because I'm on a restricted diet because of the flare. And it's been really difficult to deal with, actually, but I'll make another video about that kind of later on. But anyway, so I had this surgery and this, diagnosis with the ulcerative colitis. I ended up relapsing. I was in the hospital. I checked myself into the hospital because this relapse got really bad, and I just kind of needed a way to disrupt that cycle that I was in. And I didn't stay for very long, but it was kind of enough to jolt me in back to reality, So in October of last year, 2012, I started this outpatient treatment, and it's like going so well. So it's been like, I don't know, a huge turning point in my recovery. So I haven't purged since then, so since October, and which is like so weird to think about, but awesome at the same time. Excuse me. And I have a nutritionist, a treatment. We have like dinner. There's this group afterward. There's a Wednesday group that is part of it. There's a Thursday group that's part of it. There's, it's kind of like this, I guess kind of like IOP, but it's not in the traditional sense where it's, like several hours every day. It's several hours, like 3 times a week. And I still don't have a therapist kind of outside of that, which I need to do, and I'm not sure exactly what the mental holdup is on that. But anyway, I do have this nutritionist, who is like absolutely fantastic, and I adore her, and I really trust her, which I think is super important when you're like getting into recovery. Oh, and this like weird thing happened, I think, that some of you guys can identify with. So I was at my nutritionist, and sidebar, not only does she treat eating disorders, but she also treats chronic disease. So like I'm able to go to her for my colitis and for my eating disorder. Like she's got it all down. And I saw on like the little sheet that they kind of give you, where it's like it has like it's like the bill at the end, right? And they like write down your name, and then they also write down like the diagnostic code and then what you're being billed for and whatever. And so I looked at the code, and it was actually the code for eating disorder not otherwise specified instead of bulimia, which like for like a moment was really hard to take, because I was like, oh my gosh, I'm not like by definition bulimic anymore, which was kind of panic inducing initially. And then after a moment, it was like, shit, yeah, that's awesome. Actually, that's really kind of cool. It felt like a step in the right direction. I will update kind of some more about where I am with my recovery and some big like turning points, some major things that have really helped. So if you guys are interested in getting into recovery, I will, definitely share the things that I've learned. Hopefully it can help you guys. The colitis has been hard. Like I said, I've had a really bad flare lately. It's been going on for like 5.5, almost 6 weeks now. And it's been really back and forth. Like, I think I'll be doing well. And then, like, there'll be a few days where my symptoms have kind of calmed down. And then they'll flare up really bad. And then they'll calm down for like a few days. And then they'll stay the same. And then they'll flare up again. And it's incredibly frustrating. Last night, I was up actually at this time at 3:30 in the morning. And I was just so sick. And to the point where I was like, I don't know, I had like this breakdown, like this 4-year-old tantrum because I was so tired. And but like I was just like running to the bathroom. So sorry, that's like way too much info. But it was like 4 hours where I just wanted to sleep so bad. But I was woken up because I wasn't feeling well. And so I was like in and out of the bathroom, and I was just crying because all I wanted to do was sleep. And I didn't feel good. I was in so much pain, and every time I would go to lay back down, I'd have to like get back up and go to the bathroom. And what totally does not help is that I actually am living in a new apartment now. It's smaller than the one I had before, and I've just gotten a bunch of furniture, including a bed frame that I need to put together, like one of those IKEA ones. And all of the pieces are all around my apartment. And so it's like walking through a minefield where I'm like stepping over things and around things, and like these narrow little walkways around pieces of furniture. And it was just so frustrating. So that's kind of been like my major focal point right now, is just continuing to go to treatment and trying to plug through and stay positive, even though I have this colitis flare-up that's just been really difficult. The other thing that's really struck me and kind of was the genesis of this video is that a girl that I went to high school with her, we danced together. We were friends in high school. We kind of lost touch, but we're like friends on Facebook, and she's like these adorable daughters, and we talk every once in a while on Facebook. Just found out that she has this crazy huge lesion on her tibia. Something happened with her knee, and then she was like running after her dog that got out, and she fell. She said she heard this like snap in her leg and like fell. Couldn't get up. She had to wait for her husband to come home and like get her up out of the front lawn. And they did an MRI, and they found out that she has this huge like mass on her bone, on her tibia. And they're fairly certain that it's cancerous. And this whole thing really struck me. Like I messaged her immediately, and was kind of talking to her, and I had requested a mass to be said, like in her, I can't think of the words right now. A mass in her name at the shrine of St. Jude, and I messaged her and told her that I had done that, and to wish her well. She's traveling back to our hometown to like start treatment, and so she starts on Monday actually, and all of this just kind of happened like between like Thursday and Friday, and I was just thinking, like, how, I don't know, I can't imagine being 28 years old, having 2 baby girls, and realizing that, like, and be, like, facing your own mortality. That's so strange to me. And she's incredibly positive about it right now, but knowing full well that, like, this is a very, very serious thing, and it's big enough that they're concerned that it's metastasized. So this has been weighing, like, really, really heavily on my heart. And I was checking YouTube, and there's a girl that I've followed on YouTube kind of here and there for the past few years, and I can't think of her name right in this moment, but she was diagnosed with triple-negative breast cancer a little while ago, and I had seen kind of on YouTube, like, you know, where you subscribe and it says at the sides, like, if they've posted new videos and stuff. And so I saw that she had posted a video, so I went to check it, and it was saying that she has, like, a terminal diagnosis at this point, that her cancer spread to her liver. And she has 2 little girls, and I was thinking that is so, first of all, that it's weird that I kind of saw both of these things just at once, well, in a matter of like 2 days. But it just kind of hammered home, like, I can't imagine the thought of facing that and having a family. That's terrifying. So I'm not sure where else I kind of stand on that, except for my heart is so heavy for these 2. Let's see. I'm trying to think of what else I was going to talk about in this video. Not too much, but I'm already kind of long. It's like 12 minutes. So I will make a video shortly updating you guys on some other things. But I just kind of wanted to check in and say hi and, post comments, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.